Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This was a dish prepared yesterday. It was a Friday and this was a simple meal, just rice and then a curry. So this is actually made from broken wheat. So it's a healthy option. People who are willing to lose weight, they can include broken wheat in their diet. It has many benefits, like it has loads of fiber in it, and there are many. You can Google and see. It has lots of benefit. So in a pan I'm adding a little bit of oil. To that I'm adding cinnamon stick, cardamom, pandan leaf, and then I'm just letting it get roasted in the oil for few minutes so that oil is get infused in the spices. And to that I'm adding a small size onion. I'm slicing it very thinly, and then I'm adding that too. So this is a simple rice which you can make any time of the day for lunch. If the onions are chopped very thinly, it gives a nice taste because it gets browned and it gives a nice taste. If the onions are not chopped very thinly, like it stays like it's cooked, so the taste differs. So now I'm letting it to cook in low flame. We have to wait until the onion turns light brown, not very dark. Light brown is enough. And then to this mixture we will be adding rest of the ingredient now one by one. That is 2 garlic cloves, big one, and a small piece of ginger. To this we will be adding the broken wheat which is being washed and drained. Now give it a nice mix for 1 minute. Mix it very well, and to that we will be adding beef stock water 1 cup, and then half a coconut's milk extracted. That would be the thick milk, and if it is not enough you can add the thin milk also. Now this is the beef stock I'm going to add, and then now I'm going to add the thick coconut milk. So if it is not enough, I'm adding more milk because we have to check the consistency of the water needed for the rice to cook. Now at this moment you can add salt, and then as per your need, and then let it boil. So once the bubbles start to come, I reduce it to low medium and let the water reduce a bit. Once the water comes to the rice level, then I reduce the stove fire even low, and then I close with a lid and let it cook for until it's well done. Now meanwhile doing this, I have boiled the beef in another clay pot, and in that I took half of the stock for the rice. In rest of the stock I have added few tamarind pieces, half a teaspoon turmeric powder, half a teaspoon pepper powder, half a teaspoon cumin powder, a small piece of garlic, a small piece of ginger, 2 or 3 cloves, 2 cardamom, a small piece of cinnamon, and I let it boil nicely. And once it's half boiled, to that I will add 2 big large potatoes and let them cook 90% in low flame. Now here the rice is cooking nicely, the bubbles are coming nicely. Now I'll give it a nice mix, and then close with a lid and cook. It's a very tasty and yummy. While I was preparing this, the whole house was smelling the yummy rice. Most of the houses, Friday is a special day where we cook so many dishes, but sometimes when you cook 1 or 2 dishes, you can make that also to a special dish by doing something like this. Now there in the clay pot I'm adding the potatoes too, you can see that, and I'm closing with a lid and I'm letting it boil. Now here I'm mixing the rice. Now everything is to the same level, so I'll close with the lid. Now this is my son's food. I've started to introduce sprouts in his food. So those are nicely washed and clean sprouts, pumpkin and carrot with his rice. Now here in another clay pot, I've heated some oil. To that, this I'm removing the tamarind which I added to the beef curry. Now once the oil is hot, I'll be adding the potatoes and cooking them for some time before adding rest of the ingredients. So these potatoes are not 100% cooked, they are just 80% cooked. So rest of the cooking would be done while we are preparing the beef curry. You can call it as beef curry or beef sambal or beef aviyal. Now here once I add all the potatoes, I will give a nice mix so that it doesn't get stick to the bottom. As we are cooking in the clay pot, the food gets stick to the bottom very fast. So you have to be very quick when you're cooking in the clay pot to give it a mix when frying something like this. So now I give a nice mix and then close it with a lid and let it cook for some time. Now again I open it, give it a nice stir, and I close again and let it cook for some time. Now it's done almost. So now to this we'll add the rest of the ingredients: curry leaves, onion, tomato, chilies, pandan leaf, and garlic and ginger sliced. So first I'm adding the curry leaves and the pandan leaf and giving it a nice mix. To this we will add the garlic and ginger sliced. Give it a mix. You don't have to wait until the raw smell goes. You can start adding the ingredients one by one. Just give it a mix. I think that while mixing it would get cooked. So I'm giving a nice mix here, and then I'm going to add rest of the ingredients, the onions, and once I add the onions, add the tomatoes and the chilies, and I mix everything together. Give it a nice mix. Make sure that all the pieces or all the ingredients which we have added is coated in the oil. Patiently mix it very well. Now to this we'll be adding the beef which we have already boiled. I'm mixing the clay pot with few of the onion pieces as the stock from the beef was there in it. Now give it a nice mix. Now little by little you can start adding the spices. To this I am adding salt as per your need. Already we had added a little bit of salt while boiling the beef. So the spices is only chili flakes which we are adding now, nothing else. So here I have added 3 teaspoons of chili flakes. If you want it more spicier, you can add more. And if you feel that the color is not enough, you can add 2 spoons of chili flakes and 1 spoon of chili powder. But the taste might differ. It is taste better if it is done only with the chili flakes. Now here I have included a small work which I was doing on Friday, as the school third term is over and the new classes have started. So I was just taking my daughter's books and then start putting covers. So separating her grade 3 books and then putting cover for her grade 4 books. So my little daughter was coming and troubling, the 2-year-old one. She was here and there, she wanted to pull that and this. So while that's happening, we are coming back to the curry. So in between, you open the lid and give it a mix and then close the lid so that it doesn't burn from under. Now the rice is done. So you give a nice mix from the back of the spoon. That way it's very easy and it doesn't make the rice mushy. Now here the food is ready. I'm serving it in a simple way. I hope you would enjoy this rice recipe and the beef curry. It was a yummy dish. made very easy. Hope you would like it. Thank you.